The Chinese public evidently follows its government's lead in anti-Korean sentiments. Although the most aggressive reaction has eased, irreparable damage may have been done to the two countries' relationship. Our Kwon Jang-ho traveled to Beijing to file us this report.
Flags torn up, cars smashed in, and boisterous protests. These were the images that were coming from China earlier this month in response to South Korea's decision to deploy the US missile defense system THAAD. Politicians and state media voiced strong condemnation towards Seoul, and it became the #1 trending subject on Chinese social media. For the roughly 300,000 Koreans living in China, it has been a fraught and anxious time, with rumors of discrimination and even physical attacks. Long-time residents in Beijing say it's the most tense period they have ever experienced.
In the last 3 to 4 years, especially because of the Korean wave, there were many Chinese people who felt warmly towards Koreans. But because that mood switched in an instant, it felt even more impactful.
However, despite initial fears, the Korean embassy in Beijing confirmed that thankfully no major incident or injury has taken place so far.
It's true that many Korean residents here are nervous. So every day since the beginning of March, we've been in contact with local Korean communities, student groups, as well as the Chinese authorities. But nothing has been reported.
The rhetoric out of Beijing has eased in recent days, and attacks on social media have dissipated as well. Korean residents cautiously believe things are steadily going back to normal, but there's now a distance in the Chinese public's attitude towards Korea.
I think Korean leaders made the wrong decision. They didn't consider our feelings, and I'm upset. We all want peace, not war, but the fact that they came out like this really makes me angry and incensed.
I used to like Korea. I used to use a lot of Korean products and visit Korea as well. But after what they did with that, I can't do these things anymore. If I did, it would mean I would have no love for my country.
Can Korea and China's relationship ever go back to the way things were? While THAAD is in Korea, China says no.
The economic and cultural relationship could recover, but the political and security issues cannot be resolved. The only way out would be as if North Korea were to give up its nuclear weapons, meaning there would be no need for THAAD. But until then, the situation will not change.
The height of the anti-Korea sentiment seems to have passed for now, but resentment remains. And with a THAAD deployment still to come, the previously close Korea-China relationship may never be quite as warm again. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.